What's up, YouTube? If you've watched my channel, you're familiar with Hyde Park Road. Today was a big day where the group decided collectively we were going to go after the KOM. Extremely fast and really cool ride, so check it out. Hyde Park Road. Alright, so we're right out of the gate making our way east on County Line Road. If you look in the upper right hand corner, you'll see the map going out east. We skip a little ahead in action here, but we're kind of taking it pretty easy at this point. You see the guy who's working his way back on the left is basically getting together the plan for the group. He's discussing basically that we're going to go for the KM as we head back west. It's one of our most competitive segments, and trying to get everybody basically on the same page as for what the strategy is going to be. So here it is.
New KOM in Hyde Park. I'm in. Nice and steady, about 26. Don't drop yourself. Don't drop yourself. Don't drop yourself.
Just don't drop yourself. That's it. So, don't spend so much time on the front that you wear yourself out. You can't grab on. That was a strategy. So here we are. We're now, if you look at the map, heading back west. This is Hyde Park Road, and one thing right out of the gate that happened was I got this big gap. I don't know what happened. Everybody kind of took off. The segment doesn't actually start for a little further, so maybe they were just starting early, but whatever the reason, I got this gap, and I was having to work to close it down, and so I started off sort of behind the eight ball. Eventually, somebody comes around. You can see we're running 125, heart rate's 167, max heart rate for me is 178. So not the way I want to start it off. Right here, somebody comes around me to help fill in the gap, and honestly, you can see my power's peaked out, so I'm really could use the help to close it down. And you heard him say earlier we were going to shoot for doing a pace of about 26 to 27 miles per hour. This road is, I think it's like 5 miles or so. It's a long time for me to be holding that speed and that power level. So anyway, moving through the rotation, second wheel, still hammering very fast, and you can see everybody who's kind of rotated through. The guys in front of me rotates off to the left, and then this will be my first pull. One thing I want to do is not get dropped, and again, in order to get this KOM, we're going to have to work together collectively as a team. No one person's going to get the KOM, so we're trying to not kill each other. So I roll off pretty quickly there after just a few seconds, and the group comes by very quickly, and the hardest things to do is sort of when that back wheel comes by to get the acceleration I need to get right on there. Let's see, power peaked 700 watts. But again, going back through the cycle, we're halfway, a little under halfway down Hyde Park, and I've got Strava Live segments, and we're actually way ahead of the current KOM, so we're on pace to just crush this thing by 15 seconds or so. So I'm feeling pretty good, although you can see that my heart rate is 5 beats off of max heart rate. So I'm definitely starting to feel it, and you can see there's little gaps start to open up as I don't know if it's a surge or if I'm just really getting tired, but whatever the reason is, closing down these little gaps are taking the last little bit of juice I've got to do. But anyway, still hanging in there, and still feeling okay about the pace. I just feel like if I can stay in the line and not get dropped, then it's a successful trip. So actually, two bikes up from me at this position is the guy in the bright yellow and blue kit. Is actually the one who I think ends up getting credit for the KOM. So alright, back up to second wheel again. You can see those guys did a pretty quick turn, and its heart rate is already at 175, and I'm about to have to pull. And so if you look, we're 75% of the way down Hyde Park. I'm still feeling pretty good that I'm not dropped. Signals for me to go ahead and take my turn. What you can't hear is the guy behind me is helping to sort of coach everybody through this, and he says for me to try to do 20 seconds. All he needs is 20 seconds, and unfortunately I think I only had about 10 seconds left in me. So I really just gave it everything I had there, and he goes ahead and comes around, and I'm gassed. The group comes by. We've got nearing the end, but at this point, when the back last wheel comes around, it's just, if you notice, there was a gap, and I think he went to close the gap down, which sort of added to the intensity. But yeah, that was the end of it for me, and I don't catch him again until I get down here to the stop sign, and that's where everybody's waiting again. So great ride on Hyde Park, always fun. See you next time. Charleston Cycles.